Hi everyone. Right now it's time to decorate the tetrahedrons we made with magic markers. You've probably got some great magic markers of your own. And I've got some over here too. And I'd like to kind of show you what magic markers do, what markers do. This particular marker has India ink. And by pressing and lifting, I get this nice wavy effect. What's so great about a brush markers, you can create a thick line by pressing down on the side, and in a thin line at the tip. And if you press down with very little pressure, your brush might wander on and off the page, so it gets kind of a broken line effect. So writing tools like this have been developing for centuries, so they're very friendly with the hand. They like to be played with. They almost have a mind of their own at this point. Here's a fine tip marker. And if you want a consistent line, it's great for that. Now to the fun part. This is a broad tip marker. And it's a lot like a brush marker. For pressing along the side, I get a thick line. And by having just a point touch the page, I get a thin line. And maybe if I'm lucky right now, if I wiggle this, I can get a thick and thin line. Let's see. It's not as fluid as the brush marker, but it has its own charm, I suppose. It's also great for dots. These are little warm-up exercises before we begin decorating our tetrahedrons. There's another kind of marker called a chisel tip marker. It can give me a thick or thin line. And again, barely touching the page. This very expressive broken line. These markers are so much fun to play with. Here's a whole bunch I did one day. I just felt like I had to spend all day doing this. I'm going to try this dot one here. And I have a pre-folded triangle. So let me start with brown. It's going to be folded up. Starting with a big dot in the middle, you might notice that there are 6 lines radiating from the center of the triangle here. So I've got a big one in the middle. And I create little dots going up one of the folded lines. And each of these 6 folded lines radiating from the center of the triangle, I'm going to put brown dots in them. Now I'm ready for another row of red dots. And I feel like keeping it consistent today. And I'm working my way around these 6 lines radiating from the center of the triangle, beautifying it with dots. And to decorate is to declare. You're letting the viewer know what's important to you. And just finishing up here. I'd like to see some orange on this side. And some green on the other side. Some glue down here. And I feel like repeating the green down here. But you're the artist. You're the dot maker. Go where you feel is right. And I just feel like more green down here. And some red dots where the red dots are already. Lines radiating from the center. This image will be on your screen, so you can use it as a guide. I'd like to try this one now. So I'm going to start with a new plate. This one looks kind of curvy and fun. There's green on the bottom, orange, red, and blue. Okay, I'm going to make some fun curvy lines. And I'm going to make the line a little thicker. I don't want this to be solid. Sometimes I like having space inside the color. So I'm drawing these circles and filling in like this. Kind of looks like eyeballs looking up at you. It could be a giant alligator. And there's some orange dots that go on top of that. This looks like there's some teardrop shapes inside of it. Looks now like we've got a red shape on top of that. And a line that follows the contour of these shapes. And the folded paper plate wants to pop back up, so make sure you clamp it down. Okay, there's some more red shapes on top of that. A kind of line that looks like it goes like this. And at this point, you might start making your own choices about how you want the shapes to be. Here's a nice, bold, graphic look you've got going here. Toward the tip of the triangle, blue shapes. And another fun wiggly shape over here. Is where we are so far. And another wiggly blue shape up here, just because I like wiggly blue things. And red on the top. I think you've got the idea. And you can use this photograph as a guide or an inspiration. But I bet you have your own ideas. I bet you're going to be doing marvelous things I've never imagined. Have fun decorating your tetrahedrons, and don't be in a hurry. Let your mind wander as you play. That's it for now. Thanks.